Hello and welcome to this AB Tutor video guide. Today I'm going to talk about the biggest difference between versions 8 and version 9, the central server. This server manages your connections, your settings, your licenses and your logs all in one central location, removing the cause of most connection problems and keeping important files safe even when consoles are reinstalled. The central server is managed through its web interface. If you set up your DNS as recommended, ABCS will point at your central server until you'll be able to access it by going to https://abcs:5151. Once you log in, you'll see the dashboard, which gives a quick summary of your AB Tutor installation, showing how many clients have AB Tutor installed, how many users you have set up, how many licenses you have and how many are in use, and also if any new installs need to be approved. From here, there are also links to other useful areas of the server. The first entry on the left menu is Devices. From here, you can see any newly installed clients which need approving, and a list of all devices on your server. This tab shows useful information about the device, including its version and when it last connected to the server. This allows you to check which devices are in active use, or to track down any potential problems. You can also revoke the certificates for any devices which have been decommissioned, removing them from the list. Finally, the Merge tab allows duplicate entries for a single device to be combined into one. This typically happens after a reinstall. The server will know that the names match, but won't assume that they are the same computer without confirmation. The next section allows you to manage your users. From here, new users can be created and their roles assigned, setting whether they are a normal user or an administrator, and whether they are allowed to create and use policies. You can also reset passwords, update user settings, and delete users from here. Next in the list we have server settings. These configure centralized settings regarding how the server works and how various automated services operate. For example, you can configure email alerts for policy violations, setting who they are sent to and how often. You can license your server either in trial mode, which limits you to 3 users and 30 days, or with a full license. If necessary, you can enter the details for your proxy server to ensure that your server can always reach AB Tutor's licensing servers. You can create sync jobs, which will automatically populate your AB Tutor groups from Active Directory and keep them up to date if any changes are made. Sync jobs can also create and delete users, which is useful when staff join or leave. You can manage automatic device signing, which is important for sites that create and delete VMs on the fly, and you can see and configure archiving of events, allowing older data to be tidied up on the server and eventually deleted if required. Finally, there are some options for certificates and timeouts, which you'll probably never need to alter, however in some edge cases they can be useful. The last settings entry allows you to adjust some device settings. These are settings which will affect all devices on your site, but don't really make sense to have as options in the console. These include the warning messages that are displayed when a user violates a policy, a setting to allow bypassing the AB Tutor proxy for local sites, some security settings which are intended to make the software harder to break or to remove, and some workarounds for issues which may show up in some very specific situations. At the bottom of this list, you can access the admin guide. This has instructions on how to use all the functions on the server and information on getting AB Tutor set up and configured to work the way you want it. I hope this quick tour of the central server has been useful for you. I've linked to a number of videos which go through features in more detail in the cards during the video and also in the description below. However, if you still have any questions about them, please let us know by emailing support@abtutor.com and we'll be happy to help. Thanks for watching.